This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show. Huh? Because I'm holding it. I've decided to hold it. I'm holding the mic now. Hello, everybody. My name's Mayhem.
I'm Jinsu.
I'm Duke.
And today we're talking about something that Duke is about to reveal to us in a few seconds. Jinsu is standing. I'm holding the mic off the stand. This is very bizarre.
This is a new type of episode.
This is where you get to point and shout at us, Jinsu.
No.
Mappa.
Mappa? What's a Mappa with you?
Canceling the channel.
Yeah. Are you sure it isn't Wit Studio? Because they have the same kind of introduction.
Yeah. We were watching a Vinland Saga, and they had this motorcycle intro for Wit Studio.
Turns out Mappa has the same
Mappa
thing.
has a similar one.
With motorcycles. But what is it that we're watching today?
Do you remember some of the shows that have been made by Mappa?
Uh,
so listing off the shows
the second half
from the past.
The second half of Attack on Titan, the second half of
The last season of Attack on Titan.
Which
the last
is probably
season?
about the same amount of episodes. So yeah, the second half of Attack on Titan.
the second half of One Punch Man, the second half of Jujutsu Kaisen, or
No,
actually
it's
all
all
of
of
Jujutsu Kaisen.
But
They edited both halves, so technically I'm right.
I think the director or the boss or whatever the fuck it's called of Wit Studio, his eyes, or no, wait, of Mappa,
yeah.
his eyes are like, the bags on his eyes are insane.
It's like it's like doing the like telling an AI to give this photo bags under its eyes, and it's like
It just shows.
It shows a
creator
picture of him.
Mappa.
it just shows the studio. Yeah, but what is it? What's the name?
So, there's a trio.
That's not the
among
name.
Manga
That's a weird
and anime of. So the first one we got was Jujutsu Kaisen. Very good.
Good show.
Had a very good show. I like the show. People have noted that the first season is kind of lacking, and the second season, once it comes out, is holy shit insane.
Okay.
Chainsaw Man.
Oh,
First season, I personally thought it was really good. People said that it was lacking and that the second season is going to be insane.
Jinsu, didn't you say that we're not prepared for the second season?
No. Actually, I mean, yes.
Thanks for the
But you're not prepared.
Thank you.
Yeah, when it comes to Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen, apparently their second season is going to be insane, dark, horrifying. It's going to traumatize some people. Holy shit!
So we're watching something not like that.
A lot of insane, horrifying deaths.
So the topic of today is something not like that, right?
No, actually, it's exactly like that. But actually, even worse because apparently
It's
the
gonna
show
be
we're
real.
watching starts like that.
Ooh.
Like it starts off batshit.
Yeah.
And the name of the show is Hell's Paradise Jigokuraku.
Jinsu, you are free to hit him.
Jigokuraku.
Like you were winding up to hit me, but just hit him instead.
Go ahead, pronounce that name. I don't know what that is.
Oh my god.
It's something completely different from what he says.
Jigokuraku?
Jigokuraku.
So I got it.
Yeah.
You get 0 points.
Anyways, you're not
We're
getting your phone
awarded
back.
no points.
So
You're not getting your phone
So
back.
Duke and I have seen. So Duke and I have seen the first episode, and it is very feudal Japan. Like it's set in feudal Japan. There's a lot of customs already that we've seen, and there's a mysterious. All we know for the setup right now is that there's a mysterious island that is having some crazy shit, and the main character has to go get something from that island. I won't say what yet.
From memory, I think the name of the island, this horrifying place that no one has returned from, is Paradise.
Parody.
Paradise.
Parody.
But no,
Okay, Duke, I've looked up very questionable things on your
Oh God.
on your
Nice.
Google
Show
search
it.
images.
Show it. Reveal what you showed.
Nice.
Oh no, you're not even showing me.
Why is this? I was about to make a
What
joke.
is it questionable things as in philosophically questionable things? No, he just literally looked up questionable things. The phrase questionable things. This is why we do this.
Okay, anyways.
But yeah,
I
so
was gonna say,
fuck are we talking
I'll be
about?
honest for a second. I was
Hell's Paradise.
I was about to grab my phone and just be like, "Why did you look up the Sonic scat? What the fuck?"
Oh God. I'm a scat man.
I was gonna like do you a favor and look up porn, but I was like, no, I can't do that.
I was gonna do you a favor.
And look up a character that you don't know about yet.
And look up a character you will appreciate.
Speaking of which, yeah, apparently there's a female ninja in this show that is hot as fuck.
She's not a ninja. She's like a samurai. but like not, but like the
There's that
the
chick,
officer.
but there's also a ninja in this show that is hot as fuck. We
Okay,
haven't seen her yet.
Okay, you're talking about a character we didn't meet. I'm talking about what we did meet.
I'm a pop-up image.
And that'll be the last thing, because then we gotta go watch it.
Let me find that cosplayer I follow.
Also,
we.
Don't break the illusion, Jinsu. Don't break it. Don't
we
break the
go.
illusion!
Break what illusion?
Exactly. Thank you for not breaking the illusion. Thank you for your compliance.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it. We.
I feel this is the show.
While you gonna smoke weed.
Here's the cosplayer.
I feel like I've seen that character.
Yeah, you probably have.
I'm
But
pretty
like
sure.
AI art of her, not like,
AI arts.
Yeah, just AI art. I've only seen AI art.
All right.
I
I'm like-
hate the AI art.
Well,
I like that it's rendered.
I like that it exists.
I like how good it looks.
It has rendering, and like they don't draw the hands, but like no one could draw hands anyways.
Yeah.
Except for like
After-
2 people. I know only 2 people who could draw hands.
And they're both
one,
dead.
And one of them is dead.
I know 2 people. One of them killed the other.
So he's the only one.
It's good.
I don't know why I was expecting a more realistic and like gruff looking show. It's a very like anime
I've
anime.
heard it's horrifying. I'll say that.
I mean,
I think it's like it's the classic case where the main characters don't look it, but everybody else and everything else does
right.
look like gruff and all that kind of shit.
Someone shared a meme of that character with the caption, "I'm not like other girls. I'm actually much worse."
I'm much worse. And with that note, we'll be back. Cue the static sound for 0.0 seconds. All right. Who was that?
It was you.
Oh. I am going crazy.
The schizophrenia has gotten worse.
I am alone in this room.
My wife. That's my wife. My wife. My wife. Get away from my wife. No one talk to my wife. I didn't kill my wife. Ooh. I bet he did kill his wife.
Someone better pick up that fucking phone.
Because Jitsu called it!
Yeah. Sorry, I stole that one.
We're back! That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. I never want us to have an idea of how we're exactly going to come back or start episodes. I want it to be different every time.
You know, one of the best audios that I ever edited, like back when I was editing the podcast audios,
Yeah.
was the first part of JoJo Part 3.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because that was one of my favorite examples of seeing how well you adapted to the channel, Jinsu.
What?
Because
Oh.
the first part of the audio, part 1 of Part 3 essentially, sorry, part 1 of Part 3, Part 1, you come in, you barely spoke in that part. Like, you barely spoke, because that was your first recording. Part 2, though, you immediately jumped in for a joke, and it was awesome. Wasn't it, Jotaro, we gotta go, we gotta save this thing. And you go, shut up, old man, I'm gaming, I'm being racist.
I'm being racist, old man.
I'm being racist.
Oh my
in COD
God!
lobbies. I'm being racist in COD lobbies. It was hilarious.
It's great.
You know what's not hilarious? This show.
So we just watched Hell's Paradise. Well, Jinsu just saw the first episode and instantly dipped out.
Which I wish I was you.
It was like if like someone made a huge deal about like what's behind the curtain, and like, oh, what's the curtain? What's this character about? What's gonna happen? And then they immediately show everything, and it's like, why'd you lead off somewhere where we didn't know where he was?
Exactly.
And then like to reveal it all eventually, and then the character doesn't even remember either. He doesn't remember any of it either. He's just like talking about how he wants to die or whatever, and then like it was interesting how he was he was subconsciously willing himself to live, like not letting himself die.
Yeah.
But like
That was a good twist. Unfortunately,
was
it's not
fine.
built on.
that was fine. But like they didn't do anything after that. And then why is he so mentally distraught? It's because he's thinking about his wife. And then that's all they fucking talked about. And I was like, okay, I guess I was supposed to care about that, but you made it so worthless by just showing it immediately. And then the other character is really boring. Like she's cute, like she's cute because she's like talking to him, and it's interesting when she comes on the screen because the way she interacts with him, it becomes interesting. But then that's like her whole character, and it's like, why couldn't you like do more with that? Why, didn't you do
Well,
more
why
with
why is
And
it
then,
only this one dimension of it?
And then the wife is like the ninja clan leader's whatever daughter, and then that's it. And then that's it.
You know the worst part? My non-spoiler thoughts are essentially summed up as that.
yeah.
That's after watching 13 episodes. My major thought is that I hate Gabimaru.
The main character.
Gabimaru the Hollow, the main character, is the fucking worst.
He just has 3 types of dialogue. I can't kill because my wife said no. I'm really good at killing. So I'm gonna kill you. I can't do anything because I miss my wife. And that's it. That's literally the only things he talks about there throughout the entirety of the 13 episodes.
And like that could be fine, you know, that could be fine to an extent, but they didn't do anything with that. Like they could have. I was like on the way of like coming here to like record, and I was like we were like talking about it, and I was thinking about it, and I was like they could have done like a plot twist where the wife set him up to get kidnapped, or she was like behind everything.
And that
And
could have been like the first, like a little bit of a twist that was being built up or something like that.
Yeah, because like and like that could have worked with him just like absolutely fucking mind consumed by his wife. Like maybe she hypnotized him, or maybe he's just like he just loves her that much, and she knows that, so she's taking advantage of him. So like I don't know.
So
Something, man, something.
should I say it right now, Duke?
Go ahead.
At the very last part of the 13 episodes, they bring up the possibility that she might not even be real, his wife.
Which is also fine. That's another plot twist.
But at the end of the 13 episodes, after you've been beaten over the head with my wife,
You know the thing that gets me a little? 13 episodes to set up your plot to give people a reason to watch season 2. That is the goal, right? It's happened before. My Hero. Remember, first season of My Hero.
Yeah, that's what you
Yeah.
want to do. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, no, that's a good...
You have to build.
Season 1 My Hero, real good hook. Like the whole thing about the League of Villains, that was real good hook. Chainsaw Man was 13 episodes. How were those first 13 episodes, guys?
Banger.
absolutely
awesome, yeah,
amazing,
right?
yes.
Yeah, those episodes were great. A bunch of other shows have had 13 episodes to hook you. This one had 13 episodes that just felt like nothing.
Nothing
There has to
because
be a hook. There has to be a hook. There was no hook.
the hook was like the island and all that kind of stuff, but it was so poorly like conveyed, and it's like because nobody understands it. And like that's supposed to be the appeal of it, but the thing is that everybody talks as if they already know what's happening.
Okay, I've got a good example of how to describe how much I don't like this show. So, this show is a part of a trio named the Dark Trio. That's what people have said.
The fan-given trio.
Fan-given name, the Dark Trio, because of the fact that it is one of 3 essentially very big manga that came out around the same time, where the entire point of them is that they're fucked up. It being like Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, and this. Which, by the way, Hell's Paradise is actually over in the manga. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
I feel like if we continue to talk about this, we should go over the manga, because I don't know, animes are very often to ruin the fucking manga, the source material.
That's actually
say
what I was
that-
going to be bringing up also, is like with manga you can't rely completely on the manga's stature and like how good it is and all that kind of stuff. You have to also have a good anime. Like the anime can't rely solely on the manga. Like a Chainsaw Man. What's like Jinsu, you've read Chainsaw Man's manga. How good is it compared with the anime? Like they're not exactly 1-to-1, right?
The anime should be both a adaptation and
It's
a celebration of it.
Yes.
So So Chainsaw Man's anime, I think, succeed in that by having really good directing, really good camera direction, having really stellar music, good use of angles. The things that they changed were like things that were okay to change, you know, like small stuff. here and
Exactly.
there.
Exactly.
And like small stuff like coloring. I've noticed a lot of the times that the mangaka's color scheme for a character or for the story is sometimes different to the manga. like JoJo's.
Yeah.
I'm used to the manga where he has a blue suit with red ladybugs instead of the pink suit with blue ladybugs. And like that's super confusing.
Wait, which character?
Giorno Giovanni.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Giorno has blue?
He wears a blue suit and has red ladybugs
Wait.
for like the entire manga. That's how
So-
he's dressed.
In the anime, whenever there's those scenes where suddenly the everything's recolored, is that supposed to be more in line with the manga?
Well, Araki did that in the manga too.
Oh, okay.
So he did that with like to align with the character's mood, and the anime does a good job like shifting that and like adapting that. I think, but like just changing the color scheme altogether. Because basically I'm used to power with when I think of power with pink hair.
Pink hair.
Pink hair and like she's wearing a blue or was she wearing
She wears a coat.
a blue coat or a red coat?
I think it's blue. It's blue in the anime. It's like blue, but like or blue adjacent.
I remember that puffy shirt that she wore. Wasn't that pink?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
That should stay the same. But like her
When she's on missions or something like that, she has the blue jacket. Yeah.
Yeah, she wears the blue suit coat.
Okay. Now it is. Can I test your mic? Blah 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 blah.
No fucking way! This entire time
You've been turned down.
Turned down this whole time. That's awesome. We need to play Digimon World 4 because our most loyal watcher requested it.
That's incredible.
We love you, San.
And also that game, like unironically, looks kind of fun. Like it's probably bad because it's.
Okay, that was a funny thing. Another thing, he actually, because I had a full conversation talking to him about what games to play.
Pull up the conversation.
Yeah, and one of the things he basically said was like, "Oh, and if you guys don't want to play the Digimon World games, play one of those terrible Yu-Gi-Oh games."
No, please.
But I want to play.
The first thing I told him
on the channel. I want to have fun.
When I
I want to enjoy my time.
yeah, let me pop that up real quick. Yeah, y'all should do a Digimon game or something. We were actually
No, just show him it.
okay. I was gonna read it.
Yes, Senjutsu now read out loud.
I assume you're working with an emulator, but it depends on how bad you want the game to be. I do Digimon World 4 because I have nostalgia for the GameCube. Same?
It's also another reason why I wanted to read it. Some more evidence of showing his mic working.
I know. That's so funny. I look forward to it. If not one of the best, if not one of the absolutely terrible Yu-Gi games, would be fun to watch. What's a bad game that I know that would be like crazy?
Sonic?
You actually read my mind. That's crazy.
We should play through all of the Sonic games. We should.
You know, I really gotta.
We need to play the Spider-Man the movie game. For the GameCube.
Yes!
I really want to listen to the audio. I remember growing up listening to the audio and being like, this audio is so fucking stupid, but it's so funny at the same time.
I feel weird.
Circus in town.
I'm now starting to understand what people talk about when they talk about how it can get a little tiring. Some of the working on the YouTube stuff is because one thing is I want to go in and every week make a post like what I did there, so that our fans can talk to us. And I'm sitting there like each week, just like, what do I post about? Fucking, what do I do? What do I talk about? What do you want, people?
That's for you to decide and act upon.
It's so I managed to have 2 posts though, at least at this point, of like, hey, did you know that we have a gaming channel?
Yes.
At which point, the answer that I got mostly was either yes or monkey. Which I have that now. Of like, I give people 4 options.
I thought you said monkey.
It's monkey, yeah.
Monkey? Oh, you actually did say monkey.
Yeah.
We gotta play Sekiro, man. You need to get to that monkey fight.
I need to. I really need to.
The answers I give people are A, B, C, and monkey.
It's another
And
monkey game.
I've gotten monkey a few times.
Good.
And so, it was like, hey, do you know about the channel? Yes, already subscribed. No. I'll go subscribe now, stuff like that, and monkey. And then the next one was like, hey, on the gaming channel, which one do you plan to watch first? And it was Pokemon, Metroid, Dragon Quest, monkey. Most people answered Pokemon.
Okay. All right. But like,
Hell Paradise. Oh yeah. So, anyways, fuck that show. Next time.
No. Because like, I want to kind of like what I want to use.
Non-spoiler thoughts. Oh, that's right. I was gonna give you an example.
Wait, I got something. Hold on.
What's up?
when we talk about most of the time when we talk about shows, I try and bring on a parallel with something, like especially if we don't really talk about the story as much, more about the show. I want to talk about things that are more of like similarities and what could have been done better, that kind of stuff. And with Hell's Paradise, when being compared to Chainsaw Man, I wanted to bring up the whole conversation about how good does a manga be? How good does a manga have to be in order for the anime to be excused for its lack of being able to live up to the manga's performance?
Hold on, I zoned out.
You say that, and I imagine Berserk.
No, I zoned the fuck out. Can you say all of that again?
How good does a manga have to be for the anime to lack like that the anime gets a pass?
It's totally dependent on what studio gets the like job, basically.
Really?
Because dude, Berserk is the best fucking manga and it
Yeah.
has the worst anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
And is there a manga that's terrible but has a good animation company that saves it?
I wouldn't know, because if a manga's
Dragon
bad,
Oh, Demon Slayer. Actually, shit. Demon Slayer. Now that you said that, it's genuine.
Demon Slayer's manga. Oh, Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that is
Whoa.
what.
Attack on Titan from manga to anime is a huge jump. The animators fucking loved Attack on Titan, bro.
Yeah.
It is crazy how much love Attack on Titan gets from the animation companies or the industry, because the manga looks so bad. It looks so bad. Like,
By the way, dude, I know what you're talking about. I remember there was one I got to see where it was spoiler of Attack on Titan, Death of Porco. Or Porco's the name, right? The Jaw Titan?
Yeah, Porco.
Death of Porco. In the manga, when I first saw that, it was like, oh, okay, that's pretty sad. That's okay. The anime makes him look sexy as fuck. I don't know why.
for some reason, that season, when it was animated, everybody looks like they're fucking. Everyone looks like they're horny as fuck for each other.
I
And
don't
it's
know
like,
what it is.
It's like, what the hell? Armin's supposed to be like super pissed and like scared right now. Why does he look like he's taking the nicest back shots?
Porco heading off to die in that scene. I remember in the manga, it looks like, okay, yeah, no, that's just a really sad death. In the anime, he walks out and it's just like, holy shit, he is serving it upon death. Holy shit.
Damn, he's
It's
doing
like, I ain't gay, but
he's doing the catwalk.
he's doing the catwalk.
He's doing a JoJo?
Why does he look hotter in death?
Man, I will always be sad about Colt's older brother Falco.
Yeah,
I'll always be sad about Falco's death. That shit broke my heart.
yeah. But I was gonna say
He
it's
didn't have to fucking die. You could have not written him be like, I'll stay with you. Your older brother will always stay with you. Now. And then gets fucking like, why? He couldn't be like smart and like run like. You had to make it sad.
He knows how Titans operate.
Yeah. He knows how Titans operate. He's from
the real world.
I was gonna say it's
was
the
a
most
crazy plot
unrealistic. Now the most unrealistic thing from Attack on Titan. You're completely fine, but then upon death, holy shit, do you serve? Just you're about to die, and it's like you take off the glasses, and it's that scene in a movie where like the villain was a nerdy person, but then they got powers, and suddenly they're hot as fuck,
and they take off their glasses.
They take off their glasses, and now they're Jamie Foxx.
They take off the glasses, wipe their hair back. It perfectly slicks back with no like nothing.
Oh my god!
And then they're just like, I'm the villain now.
Oh my god!
It's Aizen.
Aizen is a superhero movie villain.
Yeah. That's who I was referencing. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Why would you do that to me?
Because that's literally what happened. He was the soft, nerdy, like, himbo, not himbo. But, like,
He was still kind of himbo.
He was the math teacher.
Yeah, he was the really hot math teacher who, like, for some reason had great hair.
He went from himbo to him.
Yeah.
He's him! He is him!
But yeah, he just takes off his glasses, slicks his hair back, and is like, I'm that guy now, and I'm just gonna pinch your fucking sword and kill you.
So, now that you mentioned Bleach, I actually have, this was the thing I was gonna say. So, calling this the dark trio, right? Like the dark big three, essentially. Here's the thing. I've got a great way to explain it now.
Yeah, go.
If you look at the original big three, now imagine how fans react to those shows. So, One Piece. Oh, guys, I know it's a bit of a tough watch. But trust me, it is worth it. It is worth it. Chainsaw Man.
I'm the one who found these similarities. Oh wait, no. It was what was it that I found these?
Wait, let me finish this thought.
Yes.
Because I was thinking something like this right now. So yeah, there's the whole thing of like Chainsaw Man is like the One Piece equivalent of like it's a hard watch, but trust me,
No, it isn't.
It's really good. No, I'm
No.
sorry, not to mean no, it's not good. No, as in like it. There are a lot of people that have a hard time watching. I mean,
the
Jesus
fandom's
Christ,
drawn
Himeno's
parallels.
throw up scene.
Okay, it's fucking like rough. You know, it's a little gory. It's a little like gross, but like
Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Of they both have this
Oh,
like, similar like
hard
element
watch.
of
Okay,
like
okay.
hard. Yeah, that's what fans say. It's a hard watch, and it's like it's really not.
it's fiction. But who
Jujutsu
cares?
Kaisen is pretty normal. It's like essentially the one that most people have just very easily accepted. Naruto. Yeah. Which is the other one that middle schoolers quickly accepted.
I love
Now,
Naruto in middle school. That was the
Think
shit.
of how the other the fans of the other big three talk about the other one. That one doesn't deserve to be here because the story is shit and it has like all this. It basically think of the way they describe Bleach. That's the way Hell's Paradise is.
Okay, but Bleach was actually good. Like
Yes.
at first.
He's drawing parallels. He's drawing
saying-
parallels.
I know, but like
He's
Bleach.
drawing
I'm
parallels.
saying the dark big three are basically how fans treat the actual big three.
I mean, makes sense.
That's how I look at it right now. Of like the way that people say Bleach was the worst of the big three, like doesn't deserve that title. That's what Hell's Paradise was.
Yeah, I can't believe people forget Bleach is part of the big three, and people think it's
People
Dragon
say
Ball.
Dragon Ball, which is stupid.
And then you look at Jump Force.
That pisses me off every day of my life.
It's a little sad, but it is what it is.
He's substituting for Ichigo because he's sick.
Yeah.
Because he's orange.
they had to pull him out of retirement real quick.
It's the closest they could get.
What was that conversation we were having before, Duke? Where it's like, was it Bulma, Chi-Chi, and Launch that like I?
Oh
drew
yeah, you said
parallels
those
with
inspired the big three.
Because it was what was it?
Bulma, what was it? Wasn't it headstrong, just like Nami?
Oh, was it the women or was it the main characters?
Well, I think it was the women as well because you gave the example that what was it? I think Chi-Chi was the equivalent of like Orihime.
What?
Useless.
What?
Useless is what he was going for.
Sakura, forgotten about. Launch. Bulma, actually competent and useful. Nami.
And has a fun character.
Oh, wait, no. It was the women characters inspired like when the creators of the big three, when they saw Dragon Ball and they saw how this
They
woman
picked
was
their favorite.
they picked their favorite and basically made them a big character and actually did something with them. That's what it was.
But I don't think Chi-Chi's that bad. She has a
Oh,
unique
no.
she has
But-
a unique and like well enough written character. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And Orihime.
oh right, okay.
Oh, you know what? I can kind of see
That was the
what's
joke.
her what's her name? I could see Chi-Chi through a more deviated lens ending up being like Sakura of like with the main character and always bitching.
Uh-huh.
That
I hate to say that is the word for it because
Could
that's
you-
what Sakura is.
Could you imagine if
Bitches.
But Sakura bitches out of petty. Chi-Chi bitches because she wants her son to fucking be alive.
Yeah,
what a bitch.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that was like one of those at late at night, like, where is Saga? Like conversations.
Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Who's another like interestingly well written female character in Dragon Ball?
In Dragon
Ball.
I want to say Launch.
Videl.
I want to say Launch. Videl is kind of interesting, but she just becomes a housewife at the end. She
She
goes.
gets housewifed, yeah.
She goes from being like a headstrong young girl who's like still who like realizes that she's really fucking weak.
Got it, Poir.
Isn't Poir a boy?
No?
No,
I don't know.
Poir's not a boy.
No.
Time for the
Well,
answer
I don't give a
that.
shit. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, Roshi definitely tried to sexually assault him, so...
But Poir
don't
can
know.
transform.
Poir is Poir.
Anyways, moving on. Don't give
Poir
a
was
shit.
part of Roshi's training back in the Universal Survival Tournament, by the way.
Don't do this to me.
The fuck was he gonna train him in?
Not to
Temp-
grope
temp-
women.
Temptation?
Oh
training?
yeah.
Yes,
it was
actually,
Temptation,
it was temptation training.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it was just Poir transformed into a woman, and just, okay, Roshi, don't grope him.
Don't sexually assault him.
Yamcha with a gun. Do not fucking touch him.
Don't fuck my cat.
Hey, fuck your kid!
No, what's that one YouTuber?
Shane Dawson!
Roshi being Shane Dawson.
Man, how are we living in the life where a person in real life did worse than Master Roshi?
That's normal. Also, this doesn't help
Par as par? Gender, male, female, both.
because they can transform.
Man, I like.
Yeah,
I really liked how when Puar met Oolong in Dragon Ball, they were like, "It's Oolong," and like she fucking remembers him and is like, "You fucking flunked our class, dumbass."
Our shape-shifting class.
Yeah, they took shapeshifting class.
Maybe that's
I
why
love
Oolong
that.
is like, he stays as the pig and it's like fine, but Puar graduated, so Puar is just everything.
No. I mean, Oolong's just a pig like normally, but like whenever he transforms, he still kind of looks like a pig.
Yeah.
He still kind of looks like Oolong.
What are we talking about? Hell's Paradise.
That garbage.
It's just okay. So, the story. I could say the story very quickly. First episode, he's going to be executed for defying his village chief because he's a really good fighter, but he got married and wants to not fight anymore because he cares about his wife. He got arrested and got sought after, killed a bunch of people, and now he's being executed. Samurai executioner lady comes in, tries to get a story, and find out that he doesn't just want to die, he cares about his wife. And he's going, "What I do? I care about my wife? I do?" And
This is now my character for the rest of the show.
she gives him a thing that's saying that like if he goes to this mysterious island and find the elixir of life, he can get a pardon. He goes to like the meeting where all of the criminals are and all that kind of stuff. We meet all the criminals and their wardens, basically their wards, with like every samurai executioner that they're supposed to be like tied to, so that they can prove that that these criminals actually want the pardon and all that kind of shit. And so they go to the island. A bunch of like everything goes to shit.
I got a good way to compare this one.
Uh,
It's Hunter x Hunter's entrance exam mixed with not York New City, Heaven's Arena, but in a shitty way.
but in a shitty way. But
You see what I'm talking about? The forest for the entrance exam?
Yeah.
It's that, but also learning Nen.
Yeah. And so they go to the island. There's a bunch of like Hindu, Buddhist, like Eastern Taoist, like a bunch of those kind of religions, things being represented. There's monsters and shit that's very Jujutsu Kaisen, but religious-ified. And
There was one scene that I did like where I thought it was really cool, where it was like they explain this whole thing that in Paradise, the name of the island, essentially, there's this whole thing where the only person that ever came back was a samurai who was covered in flowers and had died.
yeah.
And so there was one scene I really liked where it was this weird, terrifying butterfly thing that had stabbed this dude in the hand.
The Kenpachi inserts.
Yeah, the Kenpachi insert, essentially. And it was about to fly away, and as it passed by the guy's face, it had a human face, so he sliced it in half, cut off his own hand, and then the hand transformed into flowers.
Yeah, they also explained it that it's a type of rebirth, basically, that you're not technically dying as so much of you are just becoming flowers, so you're dying. But yeah, so everything goes to shit, a bunch of people die,
Chinese censorship.
and there's a ninja girl, a shinobi girl that we meet, whose whole thing is like she fights very seductively, and she's one of the best characters.
She's hot as fuck.
She's also very funny.
She's hot as fuck.
She has the best laughs. They keep going, and
hot.
they find out that there's this super beings that exist on this island that are basically gods, and like they go between male and female forms constantly. They try and fight them. They find out that they're
They screw a lot.
They fuck a lot. The English voice for the male version is Brooke.
Yeah, it's Ian Sinclair, yeah. When it came to those godlike deities on the island, the Tencent, the way we're introduced to them, by the way, is this Bandit King character alongside his brother.
Bakugo.
Essentially a Bakugo type. They're walking through the woods and then suddenly end up seeing two lesbians having sex.
Two like divine looking.
It's two lesbians having sex, and they're just like, "This is awesome." And then they look down and like, well, "What are you doing here? What are two humans doing here? You want to join us? That's disgusting."
Yeah, one of them says,
And
"You
then-
want to join us?" The other
and-
one transforms into man. You're disgusting.
Yeah, and then the blonde turns into a man, and you're like,
Damn it.
oh.
I don't want to join anymore.
But yeah, so it kind of just goes into like the entire time that they fight criminals, they fight monsters, and then towards the end part of the season they fight that the unknowable gods start classifying themselves into like, oh, I'm just like his lieutenant kind of person. I'm just this, I'm just that. And like a bunch of other characters start showing up, and it's just like, okay, so you're just making them an evil force. Like this is the villain layer and all that kind of shit. That's all that this is.
So,
And people die.
yeah,
And it's sad.
I was gonna say the end of the show essentially is just discovering how to kill these things and how to get stronger. Of no shit, it's Nen. It's literally just Nen.
It's Nen, but it's like physical bolstering.
It's Nen, but it's more. What was the word I used the other day to describe it?
literal.
Vague.
Oh yeah, vague.
It's
vague.
vague version of Nen.
Yeah.
Remember how Nen is very thoroughly described, Jinzu?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nen is one of the best power systems because how thoroughly they describe it and teach you this over the course of the entire show.
And then they follow the rules.
Yeah, they follow the rules. This one, they keep going, oh, he has Tao. Ooh, he's got an unrefined version of Tao. And they keep bang, bang, bang. Tao. Oh, there's Tao in that man. Oh, there's Tao in that man. Would you fucking explain what Tao is? It's the energy of life. So it's chi. It's literally any other fucking power system in the world. It's Tao.
not. But there's no visual way to tell unless like you're
Unless you're blind.
Unless you're this one character that's literally just Zoro, but he lost both eyes. And he's actually an awesome character because surprise, surprise, he's based off an awesome character.
I just watched him cut apart some other dude.
Yeah,
And
that fight, yeah.
Yeah.
And it like he sees waves off of things that shows like their life force basically, and how big the waves are from them is supposed to show their strength. But we only see it through him.
That's what pisses me off. Of like when it came to Hunter x Hunter and One Piece as my examples, Hunter x Hunter, consider how much into the show was it before we found out what Nen was? But we also learned some abilities of Nen before even finding out the name of what it was.
They showed it, they didn't tell us.
Like Gon, when he was hiding away, hid away his presence, N, and then we find out later that was a Nen ability that he had used without knowing what Nen was.
Yeah. That's a clever way of doing that.
Yeah,
Cause you
that was stretched over the course of like 60 episodes.
you leave the mystery to the audience. You have them. It's in some way a hook because in like when the character does something interesting and unique that isn't seen before and it's not explained right away, the audience goes, "What was that? I noticed that. What the fuck is that?" And then you can like expand on it from there, or you can like
The closest that they get to that is they fight this giant dude, like one of the criminals, and he's literally like 20 feet tall and massive and all that kind of stuff. And it's just
Giant cannibal.
The samurai executioner lady, she like tries to cut him before, it doesn't work. But when something happens, and then she just cuts off his head. That's the only thing. That it's literally just
that could be any passing moment, honestly.
It's the thing that they tried to make show the power system is something that's literally just someone does thing better.
I made this connection yesterday. Look at the fact that One Piece, the way they did it, was they introduced facets of hockey over the course of the show. Like Skypiea, that entire arc is about observation hockey. What was it? Eni's Lobby? Armament with like iron body. Shanks showing off conquerors at multiple points. They showed off all these different facets of hockey before even giving it a name. And so once they gave it the name, you were like, oh yeah, that makes sense. We've seen it like all this time. In this case, it's just like, oh, Tao. And it's like, oh, is this supposed to be a big deal? It's not really. It's just any other power system.
It's not even so much a
like
power
it's
system.
Nen, but because of how vague it is, it's worse.
It's not even so much a
Lesser version of Nen.
It's not even just a power system. It's literally just you have this ability, you have a quantifiable amount of it. If you don't reach the certain numbered requirement that we don't even know, you're able to kill someone. Like, but there's no
kind of
one...
like how Bleach has the spirit pressure stuff. Bleach has the spirit pressure stuff, but trying to treat it like Nen is how this show does it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's what it is.
It doesn't explain it the right way
At all.
and it's literally there's no visual thing unless you're watching through one character. And what they do is that the person, when they succeed and use it correctly and all that kind of stuff, you can literally take out that piece of dialogue and the scene wouldn't change. That it's literally just they're able to do it now.
Yeah.
That it's just as vague and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so so Jinsu, if you were able to gather anything from what we were just saying.
No.
The power system they try to give you is way too vague. They even try to say at one point, "Oh, she's got the same type of Tao as me," but they don't tell you what the types are. So it's like, what does that mean? And they even show off like his Tao, how it works, I guess, of like he's able to shoot projectiles at you, kinda. And it's like her Tao was she could control poison on her body, make it look like Chinese censorship, and throw a web at you. Can other people do that? No? Okay, so that's just a passing line that doesn't matter. Yay!
It feels
and
like
the end of the show is literally just them figuring out how to kill these Tencent of just like, well, if you imbue your weapons with Tao, you could slice their navel and then slice the stem of the flower. Done!
Yeah,
Stupid.
They gave him a Titan type of weakness that it's like you have to hit him in a specific spot, but then also like
Phase 2.
in other shows where you have to have the specific thing that allows you to kill them, like in Demon Slayer you have to have the specific type of sword in order to kill them. It's very this show expects you to already know like have already read the manga. It feels like, with how little that they actually explain it and expect you to know it. It feels like the first episode that you watched, Jinsu, that the entire parts where they were explaining his wife should have been instead used to explain the power system. The main character also has this ability, Gabimaru, he has this ability to like catch things on fire that it literally
He
looks
catches
like
himself on fire.
it literally looks like magic, and he can there's actually a whole part where part of the fight he actually sets the forest alight. And it was like a very vague at first before that moment, and it's like, is this magic or is it like Demon Slayer where it's just for flair? And it's like, no, he is legitimately setting himself on fire.
I looked it up because I was like, okay, I'm tired of this. What the hell is this? And so I looked it up. Apparently, the reason he can set himself on fire like that so easily, he's got a bunch of oil in his skin, and he just essentially puts so much pressure on his body that it raises the temperature and lights himself on fire.
What?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Way to copy My Hero Academia, except not make it a thing.
Quirk. Yeah.
Yeah, not make it like
where
a thing.
Bakugo's
that's-
entire thing is he shoots out.
But like
His sweat produces nitroglycerin, and he gets that because his mom has a sweating ability, and his dad shits nitroglycerin or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh God, I just
Or was it glycerin?
no.
The mom's sweat secretes glycerin, and the dad has something to do with like some other like fucking chemical, and like together creates boom 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 boy.
Oh my God, can you
yeah.
imagine the night when Bakugo was conceived? Just bam, bam, bam.
he was conceived with a bang.
They're just like, oh man, I like this guy. Hey, meet at my place. Boom, 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 boom.
But like, you know how...
Give me a few seconds.
But like, you know how... Shut up. But like, you know how My Hero, like, they explained the whole thing with how superhero powers came about and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then they tell the story. Hell's Paradise just tells the story. And halfway through, they reveal that there is a power system and all that kind of stuff, but not really. And you still don't get it. Like, that's the thing, too. We still don't understand what they mean by the power system, by Tao. We still don't understand what it means, the differences.
They never took any time to actually explain anything. It was just character after character going Tao.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
Tall.
That's exactly what was happening.
You can't do that.
That sounds racist to me.
Like you can only do
Yeah,
that.
you were the one doing that, dude.
You can only do that for like an episode or two, or like you can only do that for so long before it's like, dude, what the fuck is this shit already?
It's literally like they're fighting one of the immortal beings that they kill. Like, this is the first one that they kill, and So, like, while they're fighting, it's just like, you don't have Tao. You have the same Tao as me. I'm gonna use my Tao on him! Oh my god, his Tao is actually working on me. This Tao! Oh my god, that's not correct! This is where the Tao
power
is!
of my Tao. It's weight. It's girth.
Yeah.
It's the Tao! I'm gonna slice him! Oh, his Tao definitely did it! Oh man, your Tao is certainly getting more and more strong the longer you're here on this island. Man, you should train me on how to use my Tao.
I still say it's one of the reasons why the ninja girl was the best character when they're explaining like the big bads of the show.
She
And
looks
it's-
like the only character with character.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
There's a few other like it's the side characters are fun. It's the main character that sucks.
And that's the funny thing too, is that they soon divide into two groups, and main guy and samurai executioner lady.
She became more tolerable.
When they're separate from each other in the two groups, they fill the same role in both the groups. So it's like they're the fish out of water, just learning protagonist character. When they're together, they don't know or do or accomplish shit. Only when the side characters are there do they accomplish anything.
Yep.
There's literally a part where there's a possibility where when another criminal brings up the possibility that the elixir of life, the whole thing that would give him the pardon, might not exist. And then the main guy instantly goes and tries to kill the samurai lady, and they have a fight. Because the thing that might not exist.
His explanation is, "Oh, I wanted to give you a quick death."
Because this place sucks.
And then he apologizes a little later by just, killing a giant monster Buddha.
I don't get it. They'll give these shows animes, but Berserk just doesn't have a fucking anime.
Exactly.
No.
It's that's what I wanted to say with like the manga and anime thing. Like, how far does the manga have to be so good for this anime to get a pass? The fact that like hearing like when Duke told me that this is part of a fan idea of a dark trio, and Chainsaw Man is like on the same pedestal as it, that made me lose my shit.
And Jujutsu Kaisen. I've heard so many good things about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, but
I've been reading it. Holy shit, it's good.
like Chainsaw Man, because that was like the thing that's like I've been experiencing that a lot more recently than Jujutsu Kaisen, so it's a lot more easy.
Season 2's out right now. So good.
But yeah, so it's like, how is this one when I watched the same amount of episodes as Chainsaw Man, and Chainsaw Man explained everything immediately and started telling a story, and I love these characters. But Hell's Paradise has been like, I like a couple of characters, they've been explaining nonsense to me for the same amount of time, and been showing some alright things. Like there's a cool idea with when the immortal being goes into its second phase, basically. It has like a really awesome like flower form, and it has a yin yang female body male body sort of look where the heads come together and
Androgynous?
Yeah.
What literally white male body
Literally
with left
both.
arm with left
Literally-
arm, and then female black body with the right arm.
In
the next
those
cross.
special flowers where they got like the center part that like it protrudes out like a proboscis. Yeah, it's that, but it's a male and female body like coalescing into each other.
Which like it looks cool. Like it looks really
That's the
cool.
thing. The monster designs in this show are great.
It looks really cool.
The
But the
number
thing
there.
is,
Oh, that's where the budget went.
yeah.
My favorite one still, that guy who cut his hand off earlier, who was a Kenpachi style character.
He's called like the Dragon Samurai or something like that.
Yeah, so he was a cool character. My favorite part is when to show how freaky this island is, as he's dealing with a bunch of bugs trying to kill him, a giant monster raises up from the ground and is holding this giant religious staff while covered in religious attire. They've
got like
tongue
prayer
protruding out,
beads.
horns coming out of its eyes, and it's the coolest looking monster I've seen. It is the most insane, like
I forgot the show's name is called Hell's Paradise.
Yeah.
yeah.
And like the emphasis on this dude's wife is so much more important than
Than
the Hell's
literally
Paradise.
anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can mention these characters real quick because this will be our character discussion. I'm gonna mention these characters, like very quickly.
Yeah.
Obviously the main two. You got Maru, the Hollow. He's the worst fucking character.
Okay, wait. The last bit of the story is he, like, in the final fight with another different immortal person in his group, he gets hit in the head really hard, and then when he wakes up, he gets amnesia and forgets about his wife. And instantly, in the like 10 seconds that he's like that, he's already instantly like a better character. He's like, I don't know who these people are. Maybe I'll play along for now. And he's like plotting how to kill them, and it's like instantly like immensely better. The second he forgets about his wife, he becomes a better.
It doesn't help that I also hate amnesia tropes. So seeing that, I should have hated it. I loved it. But so Gabimaru,
Yeah.
worst fucking character because of his wife. So my favorite type of character is Luffy, where he has his goals, and he's going to pursue that goal no matter what. And he'll help people along the way of like, if he decides he's going to do something, he's going to fucking do it. Gabimaru, the number of times he goes, I don't feel like doing that thing. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Well, that's not part of my goal. Okay, it's part of my goal now. I don't
very
want to do this.
indecisive.
I'm gonna do this. He does it every fucking goal!
It's literally just, I don't want to fight this criminal. The criminal's trying to kill you. I guess I'll kill the criminal then.
And it's all because of his wife. It always is. Of just like, well, what would my wife think? What would my wife think? And it's like, dude, I don't give a shit about your wife. Just do something.
It's like, it's beating a dead horse with the wife. That it's like, it's fine when a character has a motivation of his wife being like, hey, maybe don't do these things. But it just
Berserk is literally a romance novel.
yeah. But it beats you. But it beats you over the head with it in this one, where it's just so horrendously focused on. It makes your main character indecisive, not determined. When your main character is not determined to do anything for one of his main reasons for being on the island, for being on the main plot, and it makes him indecisive. That is a bad choice.
Samurai girl. She's boring. That's
boring?
all it is. She's boring and occasionally becomes better as she's hanging out with Gabimaru. But that also makes it a problem of the fact that she gets better every time she's with Gabimaru. The fact you see her gain so much hope whenever she's around him makes it so it's like, okay, wait. So if it weren't for the wife, these two would have ended up together as like, this is the guy that brought hope to my life.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, he's got a wife, so it's not that case. And it's like, that's stupid that's the reason why.
Now with the reveal,
These
that
two have more chemistry.
with the reveal that the wife might not be real, I feel like that might allow the romance to happen, and I feel like which makes me weird to think of the author just didn't want them to fall in love this quickly, and it's like, that's not how it works.
Yeah. So, other characters to mention, there was a group who met up with Gabimaru where it was Tough Guy, Goober, my favorite character, and Hot Ninja Girl, which made me happy.
This Goober character, Jinsu, this guy who's a nerd, who like he writes down a bunch of
so
stuff.
passionate.
He's
about
into
talking.
botany, artist, and all that kind of shit. Is the best character. He's the best character. He's so under-designed. He's literally just he's just a fat, portly man with glasses.
He's a big old goober. I love him.
And he's very obviously in love with the hot ninja lady, but obviously he can't because she's a criminal. And his entire story is basically just he's the brains basically of the group. But unfortunately, he does get killed at the end. And it's just like, it's one of those like side character people that you're like, no!
Well, I don't care about this fucking show anymore.
Boblin the Goblin is in the back of the bar. Yeah! 10 campaigns later, Boblin the Goblin has died.
You make 6 characters. You give them funny voices and funny names. They're your important characters.
Yes.
Doesn't matter when they show up, how they show up.
The
They
moment
will
one
be
of-
your main characters.
The moment one of them dies, your players are going to wipe out an entire lineage.
Yes.
But so there's that character. There was the tough guy who was initially part of this group, who was like, I guess, the superior to the samurai girl.
I almost
and he's his entire thing. There's so many people where their entire thing for the samurai girl is, you shouldn't be here because you're a woman. You're a woman. Hey Jinsu, you shouldn't be here because you're a woman.
That is unfortunately.
This hamburger looks like Steve Harvey.
Yes, it does. Dude, okay. Steve Harvey actually tweeted about it.
He did?
Yeah, he said, "Stop sending me this burger."
I love the internet.
But yeah, no. So this
I
guy,
would-
where it's just, "You're a woman. You shouldn't be fighting. You're a woman," and it's like, Jesus Christ, you don't have to hammer it in.
They hammer
And then
it
he
in.
gets killed quickly.
But wait. They hammer it in, but they don't actually like restrict her from doing anything. So it's literally just all talk nonsense.
You should leave because you're a woman.
I'm not leaving.
Okay.
I'm dead.
And dead. And literally as soon as they like
Now
bring
what
up
do I do?
that's my character arc.
yeah. Hate women till dies.
Till death do you hate.
Till death do you hate women. And so other characters we get to meet include Bandit King, who should have been the main character, where he was actually pretty fun. Just this absolutely overpowered bandit dude.
His executioner warden is actually his brother.
His backstory is better. His backstory, how simple it is better. Where when they were kids, they were kicked out of their home, and so went off to try to join a gang, essentially. And they said, "Okay, well, you guys seem pretty pampered, so we're gonna slice you up until you start looking more bandity." And he goes, "I'm not letting my brother do that." He pulls out a knife, fucking slices his eye, and goes, "That good enough for you?" It's like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then, like, once again, look at Gabimaru. What's your backstory?
I was a ninja.
I was a ninja.
I married a girl.
I was a really cool ninja, and then I got this wife.
And your wife.
And she's the daughter of the ninjas.
Yeah.
well,
He's got Bandit King has a brother who's voiced by Chrome from Dr. Stone. It's those two characters I had fun with. Other characters, there was
mention two more. Mention two more characters. Just two more.
it's the other trio, essentially. Yeah.
And is one of them the
It's the other trio. -1 in a bit.
minus
Remember?
one? Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about there was the other trio that eventually meet up with Gabimaru's team. Essentially, was there was this nice guy who that was his entire character trait. He was just really nice, a bit of a goober, and he's looking after this kid, 12-year-old child. Gonna clarify that because how much it pisses me off.
Wait, but like their voice, but she's
The voice of a 45-year-old woman.
Yeah, like probably like the voice reminds me of Ichigo's boss in Bleach.
Yeah.
His boss.
Like the lady, that's like his big sister with the hat.
Oh, yeah, his boss. Shit,
In the new.
the hot lady.
Yeah.
Oh, with the glasses.
No,
No, like real world.
What?
let me.
Oh, with the apron.
Yes.
Yes, with the kid.
The MILF.
Nice.
Yeah.
But like that voice.
Wait, what the fuck? Actually, not.
The voice that they gave the kid sounds
what-
exactly like the voice actors for the kid
Huh?
sounds like they could also do that voice.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say, her entire thing was like she was the last of this family that was wiped out because they didn't agree with the Shogun, and so she was arrested for that. And Nice Guy's entire thing is protecting her, because it's like, I know you're a good person, so that's why I'm going to protect you. Cool. They meet up with.
Nice person dies.
I'm about to say that. I was about to say that. How dare you fucking do this to me? How dare you? How fucking dare you?
It's called This Room is Starting to Heat Up, and I
know,
want
that's
to
what I'm
get.
trying to finish. Shut
That's
the fuck
why
up.
I'm skipping ahead.
I was gonna mention the blind guy. Jesus.
So, anyways, final thoughts.
Yeah.
The only
Okay.
good thing about bad stories is that you
shit.
know what not to do.
But basically, there's this blind guy who was the guy's master.
Fuck you.
You took my shit. Fuck you. I was talking and you interrupted me. Fuck you. But so I'm gonna hijack this area. So blind guy who taught Nice Guy is survived, and he's just like, my student died. I'm a master who shouldn't be alive, and that kind of shit. So he's very like
Guilty.
but super fucking strong and has Tao and all that kind of shit. And then the last character that we didn't really talk as much about is Hot Lady. Just start scrolling.
Hot ninja lady.
Hot Ninja Lady.
I already know who she is.
Just keep scrolling.
no.
Didn't talk about. We talked about her way more than anything else.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Basically, blind guy shows up. Nice guy dies, sacrificing himself for the blind guy and the girl, and so those two go off and train in Tao. End of story. I know we didn't talk much about what the story is, but it's just because it sucks.
There isn't much story to
they
talk about.
set up the 7 immortal dudes. That's like it's very obvious when they kill them all. That's gonna be the end of the story. but like it's gonna be every season is gonna be killing these guys, and maybe killing an extra one or something like that per.
I remember
season.
people talking about that, like, season 1 of Chainsaw Man was pretty weak. That's one thing I remember people, like, it was at the point where people were saying, like, I want a different director for this kind of shit.
What?
Yeah, no, there was a whole petition. It was stupid. But they were talking about how, like, it didn't feel like much, and it's, you compare it to this, Chainsaw Man had an insane season 1, how much they give you, how much they set up for what this world is like.
Yeah.
Compared to this, where it's just like, here's Hell Island, have fun. We didn't even mention that there was Groot.
Yeah.
Groot was on the island.
Groot, a spirit that was turning into a tree. He was pretty chill. He was just like, hey guys.
Father of one of the Tensen, essentially, is what his whole thing was.
Don't kill me,
protecting this pink hair girl. Didn't mention the fact that, like, the Tensen apparently gets stronger with sex. It's weird.
It's really weird.
I don't like it.
But
my final thoughts is that I don't want to watch another season of this. I'm not even gonna read it. Usually, if there's a bad adaptation, I'm gonna read it. I'm not. I hate this.
I feel like there's something that's like they're gonna reveal later on that makes this season tolerable.
Reveal it in the first 13 episodes, then.
But yeah, but my issue is when something is required to be talked about in such an extent without a proper explanation, when the explanation has to be held back, you can't talk about it.
Imagine if My Hero wasn't good until season 3.
I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, imagine if the jokes that One Piece doesn't get good till like episode 60 was legit.
Yeah.
No one would have watched it. Instead, One Piece is good from the get-go.
Yeah. But so, just
any thoughts with you?
My thought is basically just this island that every time anybody goes to disappears, and the only time anybody's ever come back is been transformed into flowers. How much money would they have to pay you to go to that island?
Not enough. I've heard you say that question a couple times. I'll be honest, I've heard you say that question a couple times because it's a fair question with these shows of like how much you had to be paid in order to go to this place, and it's like I'm going to die. Not enough.
Maybe with that attitude, you will die.
I'm going to die. It is an island where butterflies turn you to flowers. I will die.
Only if you're in the first area.
Also, in general, I wouldn't want to go because there are bugs. I fucking hate bugs. All bugs can die for all I care.
I wouldn't want to go there because it reeks of paganism. What about you, Jinsu?
What about you, Jinzu? How much do they have to pay you to go to this island?
One
mousem?
One mousem from Spirited Away Burger King toy.
One Szechuan sauce, please. Just the sauce.
All the sauce.
What did they give you to give up your life and go to paradise? They gave me the $2 bill, and that was good enough for me.
What's next, Duke? Not season 2.
Mario
Not
and
season
Luigi
2.
Partners in Time.
Yo! Yeah!
I think I do have...
We're so fucking back!
Back!
It's Jover!
Let me check the schedule. It's so Jover.
Getting hit in Bloodborne, it's so fucking over. Getting a parry visceral attack and getting all your health back. We're so fucking back!
I still want to open an episode of Dragon Quest where we do that for like 2 minutes. Just on the slot machine. We're back! It's so Jover. We're back!
So fucking over. We're so fucking back!
And then it just cuts to the actual episode.
Basically, best way to put it, the thing that's next being covered, like essentially next month from when this audio comes out, Miyazaki's owns your balls. Miyazaki owns your balls. He owns your wallet. He owns your life. We're watching Ghibli.
The fact that when you said that, I wanted to hurt you.
He owns your life. He owns your balls. He owns your balls in the ball crushing factory.
A factory? I worked in a factory
Oh
once.
no, those black little mouse things that go around in the Ghibli films.
Yeah, the Spix.
Those are born from the ball crushing factory.
How do you think we have them?
The reason we have them, every person who's ever paid for a ticket to a Ghibli movie.
Hell yeah.
Every person.
Hell yeah. All right.
Even if they're
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you liked it, subscribe for more, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
I'm killing myself.
Woohoo! I did like a DuckTales.
If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram,
and Twitter on our Linktree at linktree/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.